Excuse me. What is up, guys? Steve here, Scots and Things. Just out running some errands. It's Friday, and we are leaving at like 4 o'clock today to go back to work. It's still windy. So we're gonna drive 3 hours out in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska, and get up early tomorrow because we're gonna have like a 4 or 5 hour window, hopefully in the morning Saturday, to put some rings, to jack the bin and put some rings on. And then we'll have like a 4 hour window on Sunday to do the same thing before the winds come up. And then we're gonna come home Sunday because my mom's funeral is Monday. And then we'll have to go back out Tuesday. It would be nice if we could get this job done and moved to the next project, but I just don't think we're gonna have the time to do it. The wind, it always says it's gonna come up at a certain time. It starts coming up a little earlier. And I don't wanna be a guy, you don't want to be known as a guy who lost a bin. One, I could hurt someone. It's bad for the reputation, insurance, all that stuff. Damage equipment, damage, you know, you just don't want to be that guy. Someone else around here lost a bin this spring jacking in the wind, and thank God they didn't kill anybody, but they ended up doing like $5 million in damage. The bin had fallen into another couple bins and taken down the leg. So yeah, you don't want to be that guy, and we've got a pretty good reputation in the industry around here. So it's nice when the factory, the factories give your name out to dealers who need a builder. So you don't want to screw that up. And this late in the season, it would be impossible to get a bin for someone. But yeah, we'll try and get it up. This one will go a little slower and a little faster. We don't have to put the floor in. The dealer's going to put the floor in. We just got to shoot the bin up, get it round, because they're never a perfect circle, but you have to get it round enough where the sweep goes around, and the type of bin I'm jacking, they're never even close to round. So you're hooking onto it with trucks and telehandlers and everything, and trying to pull here and push here just to get the stupid thing round enough so a power sweep will go around on the inside. Like you guys wanted to know that. But so it'll take some time to get them anchored, get them round. Once you get the bin up, like I said, you got to get them round, and you got to drill and anchor the bin. So I just don't think we're gonna get this project done. We'll have to go back out there Tuesday, finish, and then move on, and that's fine. So I'm out running some errands, getting some supplies for the road, food for the guys, water, stuff like that. I got to go to a Tractor Supply company, because have you guys ever, these new gas cans absolutely blow, right? They're horrible to use. You try and they're the worst. I don't know, everybody said it was some government regulation or whatever for that nozzle you got to put in, and it clicks on something and it pushes down, and you still get stuff anywhere. Well, the only thing I've ever found is Tractor Supply has one that feeds from the bottom. It's a nozzle, put it in, feeds from the bottom, works awesome. And I use those for filling up our generators. I have a diesel generator and a gas generator that we use to, if we don't have power, power everything, and then charge battery, stuff like that. So what else? I got some knives to talk about. This was, you get a 4-minute work ramble. I know you guys love that stuff. A knife unboxing, but not an unboxing because I got them on trade from my buddy Kev. We had this weird trade going. God, Walmart, you suck. Is this parking lot closed? Yep, god dang it. Walmart, you truly suck. Sorry. So I had gotten that tail whip mini and I didn't really like, I mean, I liked the knife, but the detent was just horrendous. And I'd let my buddy see it, who had liked my Direwares and loved, I mean, he loved the size, like that was his wheelhouse. That was his like perfect size knife, and he just loved it, and he could get it. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. This thing is like, you know, he could flip it fine and all that stuff, and it's like, dude, you want it, man? It's yours. We'll figure it out later. And then later that night, he was like, dude, I think there's something wrong with this knife. I can't flick it anymore. My finger's killing me, just like you. He goes, I thought you were being a baby. And he goes, I can't get this thing to like flip. So he contacted Direware and sent it in. And I was like, well, dude, I'll pay. You don't have to, you know, the trade's not really done yet. We had I was gonna give him the bro deal and hook him up on the price. And in the meantime, it was gone about a month. And in the meantime, he had bought another Direware, and he's bought and sold a bunch of other stuff, but he's got some knives that he's after. So he had a 187, but then he found his perfect 187, excuse me, and it was from the same guy who I got my fighter flipper from. So we worked out a combo, got a combo deal pricing on those, got good deals on them, and I just paid for everything and said we'd figure it out later. And then, so that was his perfect 187, right? And it had contoured, bead blasted scales from the factory, and he just freaking loved it. Shopping cart rolling through the parking lot. So he was like, would you want this 187? I'm like, yeah, dude, I miss having a 187. And in the meantime, I'm talking with Aaron, and because he has a 187, he wants to trade me. So anyway, 187, the newer Tanto version, the reverse tuxedo, S90V, black blade, shiny, really shiny handle, scales, and I really black pocket clip. And at first I thought, oh, I'll send it in and excuse me, and do something with the scales because those are pretty shiny. But actually, I really like the knife, and it's super. I mean, the action on these are just ridiculous. So I've got this 187 now from my buddy Hoops, and another 187 coming in, so I'll have to decide what to do with them. But then he got a smoking deal. You guys that I get asked often where to get a Direware. The best place I found, if you don't want to pay full price, you know, sign up through Direware on his website, and you'll get an email notification or whatever when he does a drop of new knives, but then you're paying full price. And I've done that a couple times. But the Facebook group is, I mean, I got a pretty good deal on my Hyper 90 there. And this is a brand new Solo. And the guy said it was like brand new, he just recently got it. But can you tell it's different? Like the pivot's different, right? And I didn't have mine at the time. Dave had it when Kevin got this to compare them. But the guy was like, no, it's called the original design or whatever, because it is. And I'll do a comparison between the two Solos. But this has got the more thicker, rounded, like a contoured scale. So it's a little bit heavier, I think, than my other one. And he always does a different blade design on them. But different blade than on my other one. This one's a little smaller though. So like he said, this was like an original design or an OG design, but he got a stupid deal on this one. He was like, dude, you bought that 187 contoured for me, and he got great deals on both of these. He goes, would you do that? He goes, it's not, you're still technically out more money. I'm like, dude, if you want to give me 2 knives for that other one and you're happy with it, dude, yeah, I'm fine, man. I'm fine. Excuse me, because this knife is great. Both of them are. So I'm excited to get another Direware Solo. So now I got to decide if I want to keep that other one or not. They're different enough. I'll show you guys the differences. but I really like both of them, so I might end up keeping both of them. They're both in S110V. The other one's got a compound grind, but you can see how he does his grinds, or I don't know if he puts those lines in after where he grinds them, the horizontal lines. I don't think he grinds it that way. I think that's just a finish he does on them, because my Hyper 90's like that too. I could be wrong, but what makes me think, like, yeah, this might be brand new, like unused. I don't think he got it from a recent drop, only because, like, I have got in on a couple recent drops, and Direware has been packaging in kind of like Strider. You just get it, it's just in a Ziploc bag taped to a box. No business card. These used to come in like a little brown box with a business card and that black rubber mesh sleeve around the knife, and that's how this one came. So I don't know why he would package differently. So, and it doesn't matter. It's in awesome shape, just like the guy said, but I just don't think he had gotten it from a recent drop. Maybe he did, I don't know. But like I said, it's got the older style pivot, and it is the older design, I think, of the Solo. There's different versions, like Solo V3, V4, V6, whatever. But I don't know. It's really hard to find information on these things, right? And he used to have an archive on his website, and I can't find that for the life of me now. So you can kind of get a gist of where your knife fell in release time, or like give the knife kind of an age, right? You'd know when it had come out, so you kind of new stuff. But yeah, I'll do a video on the two Direwares. This one is just stupid smooth. They're different enough that I like them both for different reasons. This has that chunky feel like my Hyper 90 has, where that other Solo is thin and just different. Does that, I don't know, but yeah, a couple sweet knives, man. Like, I knew, like, when he got this, it was going to be too big for him. This just isn't his kind of jam. And I was like, dude, hang on to it, and then we'll figure something out eventually. Like, I'll buy it from you or whatever. And then it just happened. We did this crazy trade, and I told him if he was ever wants to trade back, then we can do that. So. But he really likes that tail whip. Oh, and it had come back finally from Direware just perfect. Like, he was like, yeah, dude, something was wrong. It flips awesome now. But he got no communication on what the guy did. Did he relieve some lock bar pressure? It had a little pivot lash, or not lash, but like some rock here. Like, I don't know what he did. The guy's a mystery. His communication is spotty at best, although he did communicate with Kevin pretty well on this knife. Yeah, so a new Solo, or a new to me Solo, a 187, and I have another 187 coming in, so I'll decide what to do with those. And that's it, guys. Just kind of wanted to give you basically a quick show and tell on a couple of sweet knives. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.